Yo-ho! Everybody! Hi! It's been a while since you and I have talked here. It's good to see you. It's an honor. It's a pleasure. Um, Today, I wanted to do a little video that I've wanted to do for a while. I saw, and it was actually, and I can't remember who it was. It was a guy who's got a lot of subscribers, and when I say a lot of subscribers, I mean like 100,000 subscribers, something like that. And he was talking about YouTube fame and celebrity status and fame and fortune and all that stupid stuff that sometimes comes with YouTube. And I tried doing this with TFG1 Mike. Mike's a very good friend of mine, and we tried doing this Skype thing, and it didn't work. It was random, it was weird, it was off the wall, it was crazy, there was all sorts of weird random stuff going on, and it just became into like a 2 hour long talk, and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to put this up on YouTube, it's too long. But the big YouTuber that I'm referencing was talking about how it seems like a lot of people are trying to copy other YouTubers to try to replicate their fame, I suppose you could say. And you know, this is a laid back. I mean, I'm relaxing here. This is a laid back discussion, and I want to have a discussion. So leave me comments and tell me what you guys think about this whole thing. Now, when I was watching this guy's little video that he did, I was like, this is a microcosm for how things are in the Transformer YouTube community, I suppose you could say. And by that, I mean that a lot of people look to other people, maybe even me, as inspirations to start doing video reviews. And it happens every so often where all of a sudden there's going to be a huge influx. And I've recently started getting this again, and I was talking to my friend Pia about it as well, and he's been getting a lot of questions and comments as well, where people are asking, saying, hey, I'm just starting in reviews. What advice can you give me? My advice to you, get out. Don't even bother trying. And I don't say that to try to demean or discourage you guys from doing video reviews, but you're entirely way too late to get in on the game. Now, I was watching, this whole thing was kind of re-sparked in my mind about me wanting to do this video because I was watching a video response that my friend TFG1 Mike did in response to Nemesis Predaking, who was in response to Vigadeath, and they were kind of talking about the YouTube game. Sub for sub, you know, let's do a shout out video, which I have done. When it's all said and done, there are reasons why people get into this. Back in 2007, I got into it because I was like, why aren't there people that do... Now remember, you know, way back then, there was hardly anybody doing these kind of reviews. Let me see if I can... My white balance keeps fading, and it's annoying. I got into it because I bought the first movie, Ironhide, and I couldn't figure out how to transform them. So I went onto YouTube, and I found Matrix Prime. Matrix Prime was able to show me how to transform them, but I couldn't figure out how to transform them back. So I'm like, why aren't there people doing that? So I started doing it. I don't want to say I was one of the first. Maybe I was one of the first. I don't think I was the first. I don't know. I have no idea. But I've noticed that a lot of people then have since started getting on this sort of thing, and not necessarily coming up with their own type of a thing, but kind of copying. And this is what the original big YouTuber was talking about. People copying other people's stuff to get this, you know, same level of fame, I suppose you could say. And I see it with some other friends of mine who do like daily vlogs now because they want to be like Shay Carl, and they're doing really bad comedy things because they're trying to be like Shane Dawson. And it's you know, I mean, it's whatever. You're going to do what you want to do. But then I see a lot of people that are trying to copy other reviewers. And I don't want to say, again, I was the first person to kind of use a white background and white board and get very white-looking videos. But I'm seeing a lot of people do that now. And there, you know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing because when I first started, I had nobody to help me learn how to do things. So it was just me flying by the seat of my pants. And I'm very happy that people are able to take a look at what I have done and in turn create their own type of style, their own type of content, which is very nice. I'm very happy to see that happen. But, you know, most of these people have this aspiration of becoming a big YouTuber, and I see it with some people. And I'm gonna throw out names because I don't really care. Sean Long. Sean is, I mean, he and I, you know, we're much better with one another now. But I think Sean has created kind of a bit of a paradox that people like. The people that watch his stuff, they like watching what he does, and then they want to be like him. Most of these people that want to be like him and want to do this are younger people. Most of the people that want, you know, that are asking me, you know, or even I'll bet you even asking Pia, I'm just starting to do my videos, and can you give me some advice? Can you give me some tips? So on and so forth. These are younger people. Most people that don't participate in the game are usually older, more mature type of people. These are younger kids, and I'm talking to you kids directly. If you're not an adult, if you're not living on your own, if you're still living with mom and dad, YouTube is not something to aspire to. I do not like, and friends of mine know this, I do not like the term fans. I don't like it when people. I get messages and people say, you know, hey Paul, I'm a really big fan. I'm your biggest fan, so on and so forth. I don't like the term fan. It creates a completely false sense of reality, and I do not like it. I have friends, and I talk to a fair amount of them. I try my best to talk to a lot of comments, and a lot of people think I'm an asshole in a lot of my comments, and that's just because I deal with a lot of really stupid questions. Somebody literally asked me on my on my Dark of the Moon Leader Ironhide review, they specifically asked me, "Hey Paul, is this a Voyager or a Leader class?" When the title says Video Review Leader Class, Dark of the Moon Leader Class Ironhide, Leader class, you don't even have to watch any of the video to know the answer to that question. I don't get it. But people ask me stupid questions, and after a while I get annoyed, and I hate answering them. So, but I still answer them. Now, a lot of people say, why don't you just ignore them? Well, if I ignore them, then I'm a douchebag for ignoring you. So either way, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. But that's just the way it goes. That's the nature of what I have to deal with every single day, and I'm fine with it. I have no problem with it. But young people should not aspire to have fans. They should not, especially here on YouTube. And like I said, Sean and I, you know, we're much more better, or we're a lot better than what we were before. And but I think he's created a bit of a false sense of success by what he does. And a lot of people aspire to be that, and I think that's a terrible thing. I think it's a terrible idea that people try to copy Shay Carl or Shane Dawson. Did I say? Yeah, Shay Carl, Shane Dawson, whatever. Create your own stuff, guys. You know, people are gonna, you know, and then, you know, going on to what Vigadeath was talking about and Nemesis Predaking, you know, people are gonna subscribe to you based on the content that you or that they like watching. If they like you as a person, they like your personality, they're gonna subscribe to you. Doing the sub for sub thing, I hate when people do that. I have no desire to ever participate in something like that. I'll do an occasional shout-out video because there's some people that I like watching that I don't think have the same stature that I think that they should have. You know, the review spot is somebody who is a good friend of mine, Bolt Matrix. These are guys that I watch and I enjoy, and I don't think they get as much credit as they deserve. So me being where I am, I have no problem in telling people to, you know, check them out. And when I, you know, and hopefully they're going to subscribe. And I tell people, you know, check them out and subscribe. It is pretty much that I hope that they check them out. I hope they enjoy what they're watching because I enjoy watching it. And they subscribe based on that. Not just because I'm telling them to do it. I could very easily probably just tell people, go subscribe to this person. And, you know, I understand that people would probably do it just for the hell of it. And it does create a false sense of sub count. But at any rate, you know, playing the game is, I don't want to say it's a necessity, but it's, I gotta figure, I gotta word this properly. There's a level of game that you have to play, and I do it. I'll put like a little annotation and say, you know, subscribe to me. I don't have any real excuse. I'll be honest that I think that people who hate the game probably don't have as much viewership or attention as they wish they did. That could be an assumption that if you take offense to that, please do not take offense to it. But I think that generally speaking, it is a popularity contest, and a lot of people do want to be recognized. How much? I have been rambling for a while. People want that recognition. I mean, BotCon is in a week and a half. And while I'm excited about it, I am actually kind of nervous because there's going to be people that are going to come up to me that want to meet me that I've never spoken to before. I'm not going to know who they are. They're going to know who I am, and it's going to be awkward for me. But it's going to be fun too. So I think people need to understand that YouTube is not something that should be considered. Or aspire, you know, the fame of YouTube, you shouldn't aspire to get it. Now, a lot of people say, you know, there's certain shticks, you know, certain people watch PL because he always gets the figures early. I myself get some early too. But the whole early thing doesn't necessarily lead to subscribers. We've seen this before in the past where certain people who I don't even like, a couple people who get really early figures and have played that game about, you know, trying to get in on it and get the, you know, the early views and such, they're not around anymore. Their early figures that they got didn't translate to huge subscriber numbers. Huge views, but not huge subscriber numbers. So what is the most important thing? Is it more important to get subscribers, or is it more important to get views? And at this point in time, I don't really care. Everything is nice recognition. If you get somebody who clicks that subscribe button, it's a nice little nod that says, hey, somebody out there liked what I did enough that they're going to subscribe. But all in all, when it comes down to it, it would probably be the views. That's the most important thing. If you get one video that has a lot of reviews that another one doesn't, does that mean that video sucks? Not necessarily, but you know, somebody liked it more, or somebody liked another one more. So it's, and I'm kind of rambling now too. That's what I was kind of afraid of, the whole ramble factor with this. But let me know what you guys think. I am curious about starting a dialogue with this, and seeing why you guys. Some people start doing reviews randomly, but I notice it happens every couple of years. There's a huge, and it kind of started with the first movie. So every time a movie comes out, new movie toys come out, and for example, I constantly get flooded with videos now. My subscription box is filled with people that are doing Dark of the Moon toy reviews, and that's what everybody wants to do because that's what's popular. And so I'm curious, what do you guys think about this whole thing? What are your opinions on the whole YouTube fame and fortune and things of that nature? I mean, people aspire to try to become a YouTube partner. They have 300 subscribers, and oh my gosh, I just became a YouTube partner. You're not going to become rich. You're not going to retire off of this. So what are your guys' aspirations? What do you want from this? Why is it that you want to do it? So let me know. Comments down there. Fill it up. I want to know. I want to have this dialogue with you guys. So blah, 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 blah. I talk too much. So I'll talk to you guys later.